Dun dun dun. The
Dun,
Dunya's
dun.
going crazy.
Story number two, people. Story number two is two articles actually combined, but they encompass the same thing and they happen in the same week. The Earth's slowly dying, man. It's just
Oh,
it's very slowly dying. So first one is that scientists sound the alarm as plastic waste forms rocks off coast of Brazil. New and terrifying. So geologists in Brazil's Trindade Island, I think that's how they Trindade Island, have made a terrifying discovery. Rocks made from plastic debris. So scientists studying the remote island, which is a Trindade Island, which is a protected area for green turtles, because that's where they lay their eggs and stuff like that, found that plastic has become intertwined with rocks on the island, sparking alarms over the growing impact of plastic waste over the Earth's geological cycles. So here's the rock, here's the plastic debris, and they've kind of just merged now. And Fernando Avila Santos, a geologist at the Federal University of Paraná, said this is new and terrifying at the same time, because pollution has reached geology. The pollution, the garbage in the sea, and the plastic dumped incorrectly in the oceans is becoming geological material preserved in the Earth's geological record. So you know how they study like rocks, how like they cut it down and they see the rings, and based on the rings they can like tell where, like how old that land has been there, if that makes sense. So if they go down like 50 feet deep, it's a different type of soil or rock compared to 50 feet deep more. So they can sort of tell what era and all that stuff. So for this era, in that island, they will know it was in 2023 because there's plastic. There's plastic with the rocks when they cut down the rock. They'll see the line that's just plastic. And that's just in our record now as 2023. We failed. We failed 2023.
You know what the most confusing thing about this whole thing moving forward is? At the moment, we have rock, paper, scissors.
Oh,
And
facts.
now you're going to add plastic.
Facts.
Who wins? Rock or plastic?
They might be the same.
That's true.
They might be the same.
It could be the first draw, you know. You know how.
But the thing is, if you break plastic, it can beat rock. It can beat paper, because it's sharp. There's plastic
You're
knives.
saying it might be the first draw, right?
No, I'm just saying. You know how you can draw with like scissors and scissors, but it would be like plastic and rock would be like the first draw. You know, little mind game added to there.
Wow. Well, that makes the whole game confusing, man. Our future is never going to be the same. Back in our day, we used to only have
rock, paper, scissors.
That's what.
No, I hear you. I'm genuinely afraid.
No, it's gonna be no. It's not. It's rock, paper. Actually, it won't even be paper no more. Actually, no. The game has changed. It's not rock and it's not paper.
Oh no.
Because plastic has intertwined with rock, so plastic equals rock. So it will be, and it won't be paper because all the trees would have been cut down. So there's no papers no more. Deforestation. So do you know what it is? It's scissors, plastic, and fishing nets.
That's crazy.
It's fishing nets. Fishing nets. Because that's what they're seeing on the island. Plastic and fishing nets.
Wow.
Plastic and fishing nets, bro. And scissors won't be able to do anything on both of them because the fishing nets are made of metal. So the scissors aren't even scissoring no more. Yeah, man. Back in my day, bro, rock, paper, scissors, man. You new generation have to deal with plastic net and scissors. That don't even rhyme, bro.
Wow.
That don't even rhyme. Plastic net scissors.
That's disgusting, man. Look
horrible.
at what these kids are playing nowadays.
Look at what these kids are playing. Fortnite. See what I'm saying? Plastic net and scissors.
Ugh.
What? Yuck. So let me give you guys some numbers here. By the latest estimate from the Five Gyres Institute, I don't know what that institute is about, but I guess there's some ecological type institute. They say that more than 170 trillion pieces of plastic is floating in the world's oceans. And that every day, around 8 million pieces of plastic make their way into our oceans. And the amount of plastic trash that flows into the oceans every year is expected to nearly triple by 2040. And there could be more plastic than fishes in the oceans.
Wow, more plastic than fish.
More plastic than fish in the ocean. So people, what I read that to you to tell you, make sure you use your paper straws, you know. That's gonna make a difference. Plastic straws. Listen, just recycle, I guess, man. Listen to whatever the government is telling you about recycling, I guess. Not that we can trust them. Listen, man. It's just the way of the world, innit? It's just the way of the world. Like,
Yeah.
the earth is just slowly dying. There's not really much we can do in terms of stuff like this. Just make sure you recycle your stuff. Just do your part in it, and just don't worry about the rest. Whatever you can do, just do it, man. Like, buy a water bottle, so you don't have to keep buying plastic bottles. You know, like buy a metal straw, just so that you reuse it and just clean it rather than just having to keep reusing either paper or plastic straw. Because the other part of paper straw they don't tell you is that it comes from trees. Like, it's a paper. It's a paper.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not good too. Like, even if it comes from recycled material, that recycled material came from trees. So, you know,
apparently, even with the straw situation, I remember watching a documentary. I think it might have been on Netflix. But apparently, the straws, like this thing, the Save the Turtles thing, it's such a small, like minuscule percentage
it's lies.
out of the things that's actually in the ocean. Mostly, I think it's fishnets cause the biggest issue, because they will like damage corals at the bottom and
1
sea and
million
stuff as well.
percent. Trap
And
fish.
you need those. Yeah.
Trap fish. Speaking of fish. So again, the Earth's slowly dying. The Dunya's gone crazy. Menendi.
Well, Dunya's been crazy. This Earth's been dying for a long time.
That's facts. So, so the second part of why the Earth's dying slowly this week, Menendi, which is a place in well, let me read the headline. Menendi, millions of dead fish wash up near Australian town. So Menendi is a town in Australia, if that wasn't clear enough. The state's river authority said it was millions. There's literally pictures of this, so Google it. Millions of dead fish wash up near Australian town. So the state's river, like literally you can see, like, I don't know if it's literally
This
millions.
is not an exaggeration.
Like this, like you can see fish just afloat, like on the river, just like dead. The state's river authority said it was a result of an ongoing heat wave affecting the Darla Barker River. Heat waves have become more frequent, more intense, and last longer because of human-induced climate change. The world has already warmed by 1.1 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Google it. Since the industrial era began. And the temperatures... the industrial era began. Was I there when the industrial era began? No. And temperatures will keep rising unless governments, where there are no 25-year-olds and below, around the world make steep cuts to emissions. The Dunya's going crazy, man. How are there just dead fish just rising on the top of the river? With millions of them. How is that? How does that just happen? Because of heat waves and stuff like this. Why have we done that to ourselves? Why have we done that to ourselves, man? Locals were anticipating that even more fish would die as the already decomposing fish sucked more oxygen from the water. So now the fish are punching themselves. And the locals over there use the river water for like washing, showering, and like basic needs of cleaning, basically. And now they won't be able to use that source of water. I don't know if ever again, but at least for the foreseeable future, they won't be able to use it because it's just toxic now, basically, with dead things in it.
So they cannot use the natural. Is it river that they have?
I guess, yeah. The
Yeah,
river,
they
yeah.
can't use the natural water from the river. So now they're gonna get support from other people giving them water from taps.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Wow.
And those
Dunya
water
has gone crazy.
and the water is expensive. Water is expensive. Hey, listen,
Yeah.
man. Dunya's gone crazy, man. Earth slowly dying. Do your part, people, man. Just do your part in it. Like Tesco says, every little helps. So just do your part,
Yeah.
and you know, have tote bags. You know, recyclable bags. Don't use plastic bags. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how helpful these things are supposed to be, but I feel like if you just lower the demand for actual plastic, then the supply of the plastic itself would lower as well. Basic principle of
Yeah.
business, supply and demand. If there's no demand, then there's no supply. So get rid of the demand by
Yeah.
doing your part. Right?
Yeah, the more people that talk about it, like it needs to become. It is already a movement, but it needs to become more of a movement. You know,
Yeah, man.
it's already a movement in the world, but make it a movement within your communities. Make it a
Yeah.
movement even just within your household, within your friend groups,
Yeah, money
whatever it
speaks.
is.
Money speaks, and if you don't give them your money, then they'll shut up. So they'll find other ways to get your money. If plastic won't do it, then they'll find other ways to get your money. So I just people like Greta Thunberg, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need to be like so wild about it, but just do your part in it. Just do your thing and just relax.
Mm.
Just relax and just do your thing.